Hi, I'm Howard Taub with Correct Equipment. We're here at beautiful McCormick Woods. This is a golf course community located in Port Orchard, Washington, on the peninsula in western Washington. The city has contracted us to replace a portion of a step system. The step system covers 750 houses in this community. Due to the cost of ownership, they've asked us to replace, in this stage, 60 of the houses with EOne grinder pump system. There are several reasons that the city wanted to replace the step system. They all come to one factor, and that's that it's very expensive to own, and it pencils out to pull it out and put in an EOne system. One thing is the city treats the step effluent. Step effluent is expensive to treat. It costs more per gallon to treat than standard sewage or sewage coming through a grinder pump. The easily digestible BOD and food that the bugs need is all eaten up in the septic tanks during the anaerobic digestion. Frequently, treatment plants have to bring in an outside source of food, like methanol, to make the process work. This costs a lot of money. The other factor is that step effluent is very high in ammonia. It requires more oxygen per gallon to treat. Oxygen costs money. Oxygen means blowers must operate, and blowers are, for most treatment plants, the highest energy user in the treatment plant. Another of the costs that the city was facing was the disposal of the solids that are left behind in the step tanks. Every 3 to 5 years, as recommended by the county health department, they needed to pump out the solids. Those had to be contracted out with a private septic hauler, who would then haul them about half an hour away to Brownsville, where they would have to pay a different utility to receive that septage. With the EOne system, none of those costs will exist. Maintenance of a system requires regular cleaning and checking. Float balls operate the pump, and these have to be kept free of hair and grease. All of the sewage that goes into the system has to go through these fine screens. As you can see, these will catch lint and hair and the solids that tend to stay in suspension. This screen must be regularly cleaned, or the system will either back up or overflow. Also, what we have in a step system is this electrical junction box. It's a NEMA 4, which is not submersible. So if water comes up in this system, it's going to flood the wiring. Servicing an EOne grinder pump is a very different affair than not only step systems, but any other grinder pump manufactured. For us to remove this core, which includes the pump, the grinder, the motor, and the controls, is a matter of less than 10 minutes. We have a quick disconnect coupling here, as it can be submerged and no water can get inside. I can pull out this core, which weighs less than 100 pounds, disconnect it, reconnect another core, connect the hose back up to the valve, and we're back in business. Whatever problem was affecting that house has been taken care of. With an EOne system, we average 10 years between service calls. During that 10-year period, there is no maintenance. The manufacturer recommends that nothing is done. Leave it alone, don't clean it, don't pull it, just leave it be. And you should get 10 years before a service call. That was what has made the EOne the most popular grinder pump in the country. And here in Washington State, we have around 11,000 installations. This step replacement is a little different from the other ones that we've done, because this client has chosen to keep the tank in place. This offers some unique challenges. The first step we do is to strip back the existing landscape. These are mature homes, they're nice homes, the landscape is professionally done and extensive. Below me is the septic tank. They vary, some are 1,000 or 1,200 or 1,500 gallon capacity tanks. One of the issues the city has is storage during a power outage. Even though these tanks are quite large, they're full all the time. So during a power outage, the tank is full, and it can only be used for storage if you first come and pump everything out of it. With an EOne pump, we have an on and off level which leave a certain volume for storage. So anytime there's a power outage, there's always going to be some amount of capacity that can be used until the power returns. This is the control panel for an unit. It's very similar to other grinder pump panels also. What could cause trouble is this contactor in the panel. Every time this pump comes on, it makes a noise. And every time it goes off. That noise is a banging against the wall of the house. So you're going to hear the pump come on and off, and it comes on and off 10 to 15 times a day, any hour of the day. You'll see in the EOne panel, the on-off contactor is down in the pump, so you never hear it coming on or off.
The completion of the project involves finishing plumbing and electrical, installing the pump, inspection, and then finally filling the unused portions of the septic tank with sand. Once we're all done, we restore the site to its previous condition, and the homeowner is able to enjoy the benefits of an EOne system going forward.